Today we're making the best Mexican cheesy chicken sliders for game day. The first thing we're gonna do today is fill up a charcoal chimney all the way with Royal Oak charcoal. We lit up 2 tumbleweeds. We're gonna let this roll for around 15 to 20 minutes while this charcoal gets hot. Let's go inside and get our chicken ready. Today for our Mexican cheesy chicken sliders, we're gonna be using about 2 pounds of chicken breast and chicken thighs. I just want a little bit of textural difference in this slider. That's the only reason I'm using both. If you wanna use all thighs, by all means do it, or all breast, by all means make this recipe your own. Once we've got our chicken on the board, the first thing I'm gonna do is flip over my thighs and kind of spread them out. So you'll see that they're in a little bit of a ball shape here. What I want to do is put them on the board, lay them out, and then this is going to allow me to get seasoning down into every single part of this thigh. Sometimes I'll trim these, sometimes I won't. Today, we're not trimming anything. Our first layer of seasoning is going to be some of Gulf Coast Smoke That Base. That is our seasoning. It's an all-purpose blend, salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of MSG for some flavor. It's got a profound onion flavor in there as well. And then we're going to go over top with Grande Gringo. This is a How to Barbecue Right blend. Really, really good Mexican seasoning. We just want a good coating all over top. We're gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing on the back side of these breasts. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip our chicken over and do the same exact thing to the top side. We want full coverage. Once you got everything seasoned up, it's time to head back out to the grill. It's time to cook up our chicken. About 20 minutes later, my charcoal is nice and hot and we're setting up a 2-zone fire. Once my charcoal's in, we'll put our cooking grate on. And when I'm talking about 2-zone fire, I'm talking about a hot zone and a cool zone. The hot zone is always gonna have the coals right underneath and the cool zone is gonna have none. That's gonna give us a little bit of space where we're protected against that heat. If we have any flare-ups or anything, we can always move our meat over here. Now I'm gonna start my chicken indirect. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our lid right over top. One of the things I constantly like to remind you guys is that you want that exhaust over the chicken or any meat that you're cooking. All that smoke, all that flavor is gonna travel over the meat and not the exhaust. That's where you're gonna get your flavor from. After about 20 minutes, our chicken is getting nice and cooked, but I do wanna add some of the char aspect to our chicken. We are gonna be grilling it today, so I am gonna pull this direct. And we'll go ahead and put the lid right back on top. And since we don't want to burn anything, just a few seconds later, we're going to go ahead and flip this over. I'm going to be honest with you, I hate these tongs. They are horrible, but I continue to use them. I don't know why. Drop your favorite tongs in the comments below and I'll buy them because I don't like these at all. We'll continuously move this chicken around. Like I said, we don't want to burn anything, but we do want some nice char on both sides. Once I get some nice char on my chicken, I'm going to go ahead and put it back indirect. We want it to finish cooking away from these coals. My breasts are around 155 degrees. I'm going to pull these and we'll wait for these thighs to finish. Just a few minutes later, our thighs are also done. Now we're inside, we're gonna start on our topping. I'm gonna go in with 4 strips of diced up bacon. Bacon's just about there, and now we're gonna add in a can of Rotel. I drained all the juice out of this. We let our bacon get fully cooked and our tomatoes and peppers get nice and cooked down. This right here is perfect. We're ready to move on to the next step. Chicken is fully cooked. It's been resting for about 5 minutes. Now we're just gonna go ahead and slice this into bite-sized pieces. It looks really nice, tender, and juicy. Don't forget we've got breast and we've got thighs. We're gonna go ahead and mix these up. Chicken's all chopped up. We're just gonna mix everything together. I've got my King's Hawaiian rolls split in half. We're gonna lay down some jalapeno jack cheese first. Now we're gonna go all over top with some of our chicken. If any falls on the sides, just grab it and put it right on top. Now we're gonna go over top with our bacon and rotel. We'll spread that out just a little bit. Now we're gonna go over top with some Mexican quesadilla cheese. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but we saw it at the store and felt like maybe it's the perfect melting cheese. Falling apart a little bit here, but we're gonna put our King's Hawaiian rolls back on top. And now we're gonna go back onto the Weber kettle indirect until our cheese is nice and melty. We're gonna go ahead and throw some melted butter on top of these as well. It's been about 2 minutes on our sliders. If you need to, you can also rotate these because one side is closer to the fire and we wanna make sure we get all of that cheese nice and melted. Around 7 minutes later, our sliders are completely done and ready to go inside to eat. This is the perfect game day snack. Let's take a bite. If I had to give you an example of what this tastes like, it tastes like a quesadilla but on King's Hawaiian rolls. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I get that beautiful chicken coming through. I get that cheese, I get the bacon, the peppers, the rotel, a little bit of spice from the jalapeno jack cheese, and it just comes together so well. I think that anything with King's Hawaiian rolls is pretty hard to beat. It just tastes out of this world. But one thing that I think could make this better is a little bit of guac. Just gonna throw some on the edge here. And let's see how this tastes. You gotta add the guac. It doesn't cost extra at my house either. Well, maybe it does for us, but it doesn't for you. And you need to add the guac to this. It turned out absolutely incredible. Since football is back, we want you to drop your favorite game day recipe down in the comments, and we're hoping that you add this one to your list. As always, we really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.